My name is Raf'ah. I'm the only girl in my family. I have 4 brothers.
Life deals us some hard blows when we least expect. And when it does, our faith can be shaken. And badly too. When a beloved mother is taken away from her child, that can be very devastating. This was what happened to Raf'ah. A marine biologist by training, an educationist by passion, this is Raf'ah's true account of a dark moment in her life.
As you can expect, I'm mommy's pet. After university, NYST, it was fun to be back home to meet her with my brothers and everything. But as much as it was fun, by that time I was getting ready to get married. I got married in 2002 in November. So it was another roller coaster event for both of us. Because I remember I got married on Saturday, my mom was in my house on Sunday. So I was like, early morning, we haven't even woken up. I just, who is that? Hey, Mini. We just got married yesterday. She was like, I'm missing you. I said, wow, this is going to be an interesting journey. And she was staying in Mongoro and we were staying in Festac. So the distance was not helping at all. So after a year, she eventually got away. We moved down from Festac to Yanopaja, which was quite close to Mongoro. She got me a job. Everything was all rosy until I received a phone call at work. Salaam alaikum. She said, wa alaikum salam. How are you? I said, I'm fine. She said, Bola Ofenini, you must see me today. I was like, today? Mama, I'm very tired. I want to go home. I need to rest. She was like, please, it is very, very important. I was like, I said, okay, I'll come around 4:30 when I close. I dropped the phone. I called my junior brother. What's going on? That one said, I don't know. I said, you don't know? I said, it's unlike her. Whatever she has to say, she might still wait till the weekend. I said, okay, no, Wala, I'll go and see what is going on. So I closed from work. I got home and I met her at the gate, which was very, very unusual. I was still greeting her, Assalamu alaikum. She didn't even answer. She just grabbed my hand and took me upstairs. I was like, this must be very serious. So I saw my dad. Assalamu alaikum. He didn't say anything too. So she just took me to her room. And she just took off her top, which was shocking. Like, wow. She said, please feel. I was like, feel what? What is going on here? She was like, please, I think there is a lump there. I said, lump? Where? How? But you know, I could see from her face, her expression, that she was scared. I was scared. I said, okay, lie down. Let me see what's going on. So she lied down and I checked it for her. I knew from the moment, even me looking at it, I could see the swelling. And when I touched it, I could feel it. Because my hands were literally shaking when I was touching it for her. But you know, because she was agitated, I could see the fear in her. I was like, okay, what do I do now? So I turned it into a joke. I said, Mama, this thing is just fat tissue, Joe. I don't think it's what you think it's there. She was like, I said, I don't think it's that. And you know, I'm not a doctor, I'm not a nurse. I don't even know how to check these things. But from what I've learned in school, what they've taught us, I don't think it is. Yeah. Is that why you called me? You can scare person, no? She started laughing that, I've been scared. I've gone to all my friends, they've checked. But I was waiting for you to come and check because I know you won't lie to me. I said, okay. So what is your feeling? She said, I don't know, I'm just scared. She said, okay, let's fix an appointment. I'll go with you to see the doctor. But I don't think it's anything. And I left. When I got home that day, even before I got home, I called a friend that was a medical doctor and I said, my mom called me, so. She was like, what did you feel? And I described it to her. She said, you are not a medical doctor, but I know you know what you felt. I said, yes. She said, okay, I don't need to say anything again. I got home that day around 7. Immediately I opened my door and just entered. I just fell down. I just started crying. I couldn't even pray. I was just crying throughout the night. So the next morning, on Thursday, I called her. Good morning, ma. Assalamu alaikum. She said, wa alaikum salam. I said, well, it's nice to see you're in a high spirit. She said, since you said it's not what I was thinking yesterday, I know you can't lie. I said, okay. So what's going to happen today? She said, the matron said she will take me to a hospital. So that is how the journey started. That is how our whole life turned upside down in just a twinkle of an eye. From that day, things were never the same in our house.
Cancer, the dreaded 6-letter word, crept in with its sting.
From the extraction, to the surgery, to the chemotherapy, it was even the worst because I don't know how to express it, but seeing someone you love go through so much pain. She couldn't eat, she couldn't do anything. And we are just watching her dwindle away, losing weight, losing all her hair. She couldn't talk. I don't know, it was very hard. I tried to be strong for my brothers because most time I realized that they were always looking at me because I'm always the one with her. So I had to be strong for her and to be strong for my brothers. Because underneath that macho exterior, they were also very vulnerable and they didn't understand what was going on. And they felt they could always lean on me, which they actually did. But I didn't have anybody to lean on, so it was very tough for me. In 2004, on the 20th, Sunday, 20th of April, I can remember, my junior brother just called me, Bola, 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 there's something wrong with Baba. I said, what? What are you telling me? Don't do this to me this afternoon. What is wrong with him? My father is an asthmatic patient. I was like, I don't know. Give him his drugs. Okay, we've given him. He's not still changing. Okay, take him to the hospital. God, I can't calm down. It's late. I can't calm down. He was like, okay, let me take him to the hospital. I said, thank you very much. You know, I kept calling him and monitoring. Have you reached the hospital? How is he? He said he's just still breathing, but the asthma is really... He said, Mama, he said, why would you take Mama? She said, she insisted on coming. I said, okay. They got to the hospital. Are you in the hospital? He said, yes. How is everything? The doctor is... Okay, I said, okay. Just call me. I remember I just went, said my shy, and I was just waiting. I kept calling him, he wasn't picking. I kept calling, he wasn't picking. I called my mom, she wasn't picking. What's going on? So this is just to go, let them give him his drugs and just, you know, it's asthma now. We are used to this thing. This man is 63 years old. I know that he has it right from when I was giving birth to. So I just noticed at 9 o'clock, my ex-husband's phone started ringing. He would run outside, come back in, run outside, come back. I was like, why? I couldn't understand. I was like, why are you running in? Who are these people calling? What is going on? He just took my phone and said, let me hold your phone. Why would you hold my phone for me? I'm trying to call Biodun. He said, Baba is not feeling well. You are telling me. He said, Then I just got that call from our firstborn, my elder brother. I said, how are you? I said, I'm fine. Said, what are you doing? Where are you? He said, I'm in the hospital. Okay. He said, I was on my way from work when Biodun called me. He said, you have to be strong. I was like, strong for what? What's going on? We lost Baba. I said, just be strong. I wasn't strong because that was one of the greatest shock of my life. That night wasn't a very funny or palatable night for me at all. It was very horrible. I couldn't sleep. I stayed awake and I was just crying. So that's how we lost my dad, 21st of April, 2004. I was still going through the battle with my mom. So we began to race Traditionally, when a Muslim man dies, the wife stays 4 months and 10 days at home. So during these 4 months, there were people around her. There was always someone at home. But me and my brothers knew that after that, people will go to their houses. So what happens? Does she move in with me? As a Yoruba person, she said, no, I'm not moving to your husband's house, which was understandably. She didn't want to move into my brother's house too because she didn't want to be in the way of their wives. So the only other option we had was to fly her abroad. Our third born stays abroad, said, okay, maybe it will give him an opportunity to get another opinion on what is going on. So off she went to Manchester. She got there the following week. She went to the hospital, saw the doctor, who was the second top oncologist then. What do we do now? So we have to start from the operation all over again. They had to go in again, take out the tissues. She went to chemotherapy again. She went to radiotherapy again. When she eventually got admitted in 2006, in January, because she couldn't breathe again. Every day I would call, the nurse would pick up, would tell me, she's okay, she's doing. I remember my mom would sneak into the bedroom with the phone just to talk to me. And I remember on the 1st of February when she called, she said, thank you. I was like, for what? She said, thank you. I want to thank you and your brothers. I was like, we've not done anything. She was just laughing. She said, I want to thank you all. You children have been amazing. I was like, oh. Why are you speaking as if you want to die? Don't die, you. Now, before then, I've been married for like 4 years. I've been battling with infertility. And along the line, I got pregnant, but we didn't tell her. So I told her that, don't die yet, though. Me, I'm pregnant, though. She screamed. I said, alhamdulillah. Why didn't you tell me? I said, you're going through it. We decided, we told your doctor. The doctor said we shouldn't tell you yet. That we should let you calm down first. She was like, okay. I'm so excited. You could see it in her. Like, so you can't die yet. You have to see my child. I was like, that's true. I'm going to really fight hard. Now, when you had better fight hard. You had better. And that was the last time I spoke with her. She couldn't speak again. We could only see videos of her. She would nod her head and look at us. Then on February 17th, she spoke. Okay. Maybe she's getting better. And when she started her prayer from the first to the second to the third to me, to our last one, I was like, what are you doing? She's like, I can't tell your brothers, but I know you know what is going on. She said, I really want to meet your child, but I don't think it will be possible. She said, I'm trying hard, but I don't think it's going to be possible. I want to come home. I was like, home? You are still receiving treatments. Where do we start? We spent a lot of money. To bring you home, we are going to spend more money. Because you are going to use the ambulance to bring you home. You can't breathe on your own. She was like, I want to come home. I was like, okay. And she was crying. I was like, okay, you want to come home? You'll come home. And she dropped at 5 p.m. I remember just sitting down in my living room and just staring at my phone, just waiting for that call. And exactly 3 p.m., my brother called. This was the first time he cried. He didn't say anything. He was just crying. And I understood at that moment that she was gone. That was on February 18, 2006. 3 years of battling ended that day.
Cancer took Alhaja Riscott Abeni Alibioshu at Dagon at a time when she was to start reaping bountifully from her labor after a life of toiling to see her children succeed.
And we started round 2. Remember I said I was pregnant? I was 7 months pregnant then. I virtually just disappeared into my own world. And nobody could bring me out of it. My brothers eventually had to call my junior brother because he was the closest to me of all of them. And the poor boy had to come home to stay with me because nobody was getting through to me. Nobody was. I wasn't talking. I wasn't eating. I was just there. I could remember my doctor just saying, please, just carry this pregnancy to 36 weeks for me. Just please. We've been looking for 4 years. Don't do this to me now. And I kept telling him, Dr. Dramon, it's not me. I can't help what is going on. I don't even understand myself what is going on. Our second born was abroad then. He had to come home. What is going on, please? I had to go through that process from February, March, eventually in April. I was supposed to give birth in May, but it didn't happen. I gave birth in April. In fact, I tell people that that day was just a miracle because I don't know how to explain what happened that day. My junior brother had gone home. I was alone. And right from when my mom died in February, I was bleeding. So that wasn't new to me. But I knew something was wrong and I didn't know what was going on. I was like, When it was around 10 p.m., my now ex-husband was like, maybe we should just go to the hospital and see what's going on. It's like, there's nothing, Joe. We've already chosen selective CS in Concord because then my BP wasn't going down. Everything was just horrible with me. I was like, let's just go. So we got there. The doctor on duty was like, Ajay, since you're in labor, I was like, which labor? So he called my principal doctor and he said, just keep her. I'm coming. He had already closed for the day. So I was there in the room just waiting. By the time he came, he was like, why are you bleeding so much? I was like, bleeding. Like, is it not normal to bleed when you want to give birth? He was like, not this. This is not normal. My BP was over 200. Everything was skyrocketed and I didn't know. He looked at me and I looked at him. He's an elderly doctor. He's like, now is the time to pray. And that was the last thing I remembered. I woke up hours later and I was like, what happened? The nurse, he was there, my doctor, everybody. He was asking me, do you know me? I said, yes, Dr. Abdurrahman. He said, Alhamdulillah. And I was like, what's going on? He said, what last did you remember? I said, I remember you telling me this is the time to pray. He said, what happened? I said, I don't know. I just slept. And I saw my mom. And she was like, where are you going? I said, wherever you are going. She said, you can't go where I am. You still have a lot of things to do. I said, that was the only thing. I just remembered the world closing and closing and closing till I just woke up. I said, that was all I remembered. It was later he was telling me that with your BP and everything is a miracle you survived. And I had placenta preview. So by the time they did the emergency CS, the baby was all her lungs were filled with blood. They had to start, sucking out the blood, trying to resuscitate the baby, at the same time trying to get my own BP down. That it was just a miracle that the baby survived and I survived. So that was how Allah, in His infinite mercy and wisdom, brought a smile back into the Adagu household. And I gave birth to a baby girl. So you can understand, everybody was excited, happy. Like the Yoruba tradition here, but then So it was, and months later, we had another addition, a baby boy. All through this, yes, we had good things coming, but every day is a struggle. There is no day I wake up without thinking about her. It's not possible. Every little situation, I remember her. I thought it was because I'm a female, maybe I'm close to her. Until recently, my junior brother said something that made me realize that even they were feeling it. He just said it in passing. We were preparing for his wedding. He just said, stress you put jare. Can't mama alive me. And I was looking, I said, so you remember? He said, every day. He said, every day I wake up, I remember her. So I was like, are you serious? I said, yes, now. All of us remember her every day. But we just don't want to tell you because we don't want things to get all emotional. So I called all of them. You guys are not serious, so like, there's nothing we can do about it. But it's an everyday pain for all of us. We go through the process every day. And I remember my brother got married August 2017, our last born. August 19. That day, like the normal tradition, we had to pray in that morning. All of us were together, my brother, and we couldn't speak. All of us just sat down on the floor and we just cried.
The shock, the fight, the pain, the financial loss, the agony, and painful loss can really test one's faith and can be a little too much to bear. But through it all, Raf'ah found healing in her Creator who gives and takes.
We never had a case of cancer in my family before my mom got it. So, nobody is immune against it. And just like Allah has said in the Quran, you want to go to paradise, I will test you. I will test you with your wealth, with your health, with your children, with everything you have. So who am I when He wants to test you? Just take it as part of life. I hope someone out there hears this and decides to go for screening. And those of you that are taking care of terminally ill family members, loved ones, I salute your courage. Don't give up hope till that last breath. Miracles will happen. I have seen friends that have miraculously survived cancer. How? Nobody knows. What happened? Nobody knows. So don't give up hope on them. Be nice to them. They are going through a lot of pain that they can't explain. I used to remember my mom took the strongest morphine. She took, steroids, everything. It wasn't working. The pain was still there. This is pains you can only see it on their facial expression, but what they are going through, you don't know. And they react when they're in pain. They say things, they misbehave, but you have to keep calm. I go through every day, not by remembering my mom, the cancer patient, but by remembering my mom, the strong woman. I don't want to look at that part of her life. I look at the life when she was healthy. So I would like to encourage everybody, male, females, go for screening. If you're over 40, please go for your yearly mammography. And even if you don't have cases of cancer in your family, please go for screening. It won't cost you much. It won't cost you anything except your time and the stress. But early detection saves a lot of people's lives. And it gives them the opportunity to have time to spend with their loved ones. Take that opportunity. Consider your loved ones. Don't put them through the trauma of sudden diagnosis. Give them the opportunity to go through the journey together with you. It's going to be hard, it's going to be difficult, but everybody has a role to play. Everybody has a role to play. I wish everybody the best. If you are going through cancer, don't give up hope. Anything can still happen. To your loved ones taking care of you, I salute you and I wish you the best.
When all hope is lost, when all seem gloomy and there seems to be no ray of sunshine, all we need to do is to call for strength from the one who gives succor, the one who heals completely and gives release to broken souls. May He, Most High, grant complete healing to all those who are going through any form of ailment right now and provide sunshine once again into the hearts of those who are hurting.
My name is Raf'ah. Never give up hope. This has been my story. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
If you have been inspired by this story, or you want to share your own story as well, send us a message on info@aleeftv.com.